Okay, so I haven't made a video in a while, but today I found a good one. Alright, I'm going to be talking about a girl who has one of the biggest problems I've ever seen. Do you think A, she has cancer, B, diabetes, or C, Ebola? Well, if you picked any of those, you're wrong. She's too pretty.
I have a big problem. I'm too pretty. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Oh no, poor thing. She's good to look at. Probably gets all the guys.
You know, people don't only go for looks, they also like personality. And
What a big problem to have. Yes, well, you might think that this is a blessing, but to me, it's a curse. And I'd like you to know how it led to becoming a total recluse. So, this all started when I was a baby.
hold on, what?
People would walk up to my mom in the street and coo over how cute I was. You have the most beautiful baby girl, they'd say. I never seen any toddler as cute as her. It's amazing. But before we move on, like this video, hit that subscribe button, and activate the notification bell. This will let you live 20 amazing years longer. Trust me, it works.
No way, that's so cool.
They all agreed that I should be doing modeling, even when I was too young to stand up. You know, for like baby clothes stores and stuff. Mom refused because she didn't really want me exposed to all that from such a young age. Mom got used to people just walking up to her and wanting to pinch my cheeks or stuff like that.
I don't think people do that in public.
I had really big eyes and super pale skin, as well as cute lips and a tiny little nose. She looks like a porcelain doll, old ladies usually would squeal, and some were even kind of rude about it, asking, "Who does she look like in your family?" Yeah, people can be nasty. Mom's beautiful, but apparently not as gorgeous as I was.
Lady, I don't think your problem is being pretty. I think your problem is having too much hubris.
It's messed up on so many levels. Now, you might be thinking I'm bragging or just exaggerating this whole thing. I wish that was the case, but no, 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 no. I'm not making this up. I don't always feel like the cutest girl out there.
If you're not exaggerating, prove it.
I sometimes have bad hair days or feel my skin is too dry or something.
Oh no, you experienced what being normal is like.
But people tell me otherwise daily. At first, it made me feel like a queen, like I was the most stunning girl to ever walk the earth. That did me no good, and soon I decided it was ridiculous. I was just another girl, and I wanted to be treated like one.
So you mean to tell me that when you were a baby, you had a psychological breakthrough and thought, hey, I'm just like everybody else? No, I don't buy it.
When I was about 10, Mom and I were eating out in a restaurant, and a guy randomly approached us. "I'm a casting director, and your daughter is perfect for a campaign I'm running."
This segment has nothing to do with the video, and it's only there to help them get to that juicy 10-minute mark.
Yeah, that was my childhood. But then puberty hit, and everything became worse. You see, believe it or not, I was kind of shy. I didn't like people constantly staring, you know? So when I started to develop and my body became curvaceous, I had a really hard time with the attention it produced. Guys began calling me things like sugar, baby, gorgeous, boo, and all those silly names.
Oh, come on, you're like 13. As someone who's around that age, guys do not act like that.
They never wanted to really talk to me. They didn't care what I liked or what I hated. They
Maybe, just maybe, you might not have a very likable personality.
weren't interested in my hobbies. All they cared about was my looks. Do you know what the messed up part is? I'm smart too. No one thinks that's important, and sometimes they don't even believe it's true. Like I get good grades because teachers have the hots for me.
Oh my gosh, how egotistical can you be? This video is made for us to feel sympathy for you, but you're out here saying, oh, I'm super smart and I look good. Prove it. Prove it. Show us like an IQ test or do a face cam. I don't believe it. And then some of you will be like, oh my gosh, she has a serious problem. But no, being pretty is not a problem. What is a problem is being so fed up with yourself that you can't see the outside world.
Most guys told me I'd get someone to marry me straight after high school, and then I could live a super comfortable life. Why bother going to college? Because I want to become a professional woman.
Some people saying that isn't an insult, but because you are so fed up with yourself, you took it as one.
Because I'd love to work in that field? Because I'm more than my looks?
So you got mad at them for giving you a suggestion, and so you start yelling at them. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Even though this girl is exaggerating, this still really gets on my nerves.
Yeah, this is something that makes me really mad. And no one took my anger seriously. They said I looked super cute when I got frustrated.
In what world would that happen?
So I decided to take a different approach to it and open a YouTube channel, not about my looks or fashion or anything, but about science. I do cool experiments and explain science terms in an easy to understand way. Do you know what happened? People didn't give two about my experiments. The comments section was filled with replies like, "You are so hot."
So, if they didn't care about your experiments, then why would they click on the video? And also, maybe the reason that they're not interested is because you're not doing them properly or you're not explaining them right.
So I ended up closing the channel, super frustrated about how cruel and stupid people can be.
So, let me get this straight. You closed your YouTube channel because someone called you good looking?
So I started wearing baggy clothes to school, hiding my curves. I refused to use any makeup at all and carried a textbook over my chest to hide my silhouette. Do you think it worked? Oh no. People would just holler for me to show my stuff. I hated it. Felt so uncomfortable and anxious all the time.
Oh, come on. Nobody does that. You've got to be kidding me.
And that was just guys. Girls could be far worse. You know why? Because they think you believe you are better than they are.
You know, that's maybe because you do think you are better.
Because they get jealous and begin bullying you. Because when you wear makeup and nice clothes, you are a slut. And when you wear baggy clothes, you are an attention seeker.
Here's an idea: be normal and wear a sweatshirt and jeans.
I didn't have any friends who were girls, and I hated that fact so much.
I found a problem. You're leading these guys on, and that's why you were called all those names.
Don't stress with studying. It's just not worth it, you know, she told me. Oh my God, that offended me so much. My own mother thought I was nothing but a pretty face.
You know, that should have been a wake up call for you to say, hey, you're not very good at anything else because you're too cocky and your personality sucks.
I hated this all so much and didn't know how to deal with it. So in my senior year, I kind of snapped. I figured if everyone believed I was a slut and that all I had going for me were my looks, then I'd give them what they wanted. I bought the sluttiest, most revealing clothes, used a lot of makeup, and combed my hair to look amazing. Prom, I bought the sexiest dress I could find, and it barely covered anything. When I arrived, the guard told me I was violating the dress code, and I had to wear a hoodie he handed over to me to cover myself up.
What did you expect, you dumb poopy head?
Everyone was so shocked. And then this one guy dared to come behind me and pinch my backside hard. Then another, and then another guy did the same.
Oh, come on, now you're just flat out lying.
I tried moving away, but there were so many hands on me. I yelped and sobbed, screaming, "What are you doing?" Believe me, I was so shocked and hurt. I immediately rushed away. No one followed behind me. I had no friends to defend me.
So, nobody saw you getting pinched. And you didn't even think to tell somebody.
That was the last straw. I got to my home and locked myself in my bedroom. Mom knocked and asked, "Honey, what's wrong? Did something happen at prom?" I told her everything and explained I would never, ever leave my room again. I haven't. I refuse to leave my house and have become a complete recluse.
Okay, so because you got pinched, you decide to stay in your room? That makes no sense.
I am studying, but take all my classes online. I don't know if I'll ever leave this place again, but for now, I feel safe here, away from people and their horrible prejudices. Believe me when I say that being pretty isn't what everyone makes it out to be. Sure, it can be fun to get people's attention,
I feel like this girl is the type of person to get angry if you don't know who she is when she has 10 followers on TikTok.
but so, what do you think? Is being beautiful as great as everyone believes it to be? Have you ever had to deal with a problem like this? Let us know in the comments.
No, because this is not a problem.